after what you saw on game film from Saturday's game, Coach?
Yeah, just going back and after being able to watch it, again, you're just evaluating and looking for the areas that we were able to grow in and things we were able to really have success doing, and then go correct the mistakes that were out there as well. But, ultimately, when you get in a game like that, you're just going and really honing in on the controllables. And for those things, there's some things we did really well, some things that we've got to continue to work on, and get better going into, this week against Alcorn. That's where you'll get a really good gauge for our growth and where we sit going into next week, starting conference. So excited about that, excited about getting back on the field tomorrow, get back to work with our guys. Excited about it being a military appreciation game and just being able to honor those that not only serve us now, that have served us in the past, the battle for the freedom of our country. And, for us to be able to provide that opportunity here in Lake Charles for many of the, local people in the, community and parishes to come see us and know that they're appreciated for what they've done, or that they're doing, and possibly, family members that have served the country for us. So, appreciative of that. We're going to wear, a logo on our helmet, the Stars and Stripes logo, just supporting our military.
Go ahead, open up for questions.
Coach, the first thing I want to ask about is DeAndre Hicks. It seems like whenever he's in the game, he kind of adds some kind of dynamism, some playmaking ability. Can you just talk about adding him, or are you going to incorporate him more in the offense, or how's that?
Yeah, DeAndre, along with some other guys, he's got his dynamic when the ball's in his hand, and again, excited about him, just his continued development as we go on, and what he can handle and what his job is on Saturday. So, excited about the things he's been able to put on the field and do the last 2 weeks, and just excited about him going forward, continue to get comfortable in the offense.
Go ahead.
Now, do you spend more time after a game like that, considering who you were playing? You're not going to see anybody like that again. Doing more self-scouting, really, than anything else?
Not really. I mean, you're just again, you go back, and probably the latter part of the game is where you can gain a lot from. When you're playing, a little more people that are more similar to what you are, and the things we're able to really do in the second half. But no, I mean, again, from a correctional standpoint about some things, there were some goods, there were some mistakes that were made, and then things that we could have controlled and done better. But we're just going back, just don't spend a ton of time on it.
When it comes to Cody running the ball, obviously he's been pretty effective running it, either designed or scrambling. Do you talk with him about kind of being safe, sliding, maybe getting out of bounds, because he's been taking some hits early on?
Yeah, just when you got a guy that gets into plays with his feet, and those guys get outside of the pocket, they're pretty instinctive about it, and just coached up on those kind of things about being able to when know when enough's enough, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, he's done a good job with his legs and his feet, and he'll continue to do that.
Now, with Alcorn, they bring in another dynamic quarterback, Noah Johnson, and just a pretty good offense. It's kind of tough to get a gauge on them because they played a FBS school, and then I believe a Division III or NAIA. So, but just what do you know about them?
Yeah, dynamic. I mean, they're the returning SWAC champions. They beat Southern twice last year. So gave us a gauge of exactly a good look of where those guys are at, and then being able to look at these first 2 games. So there's Southern Miss, then Mississippi College. So you're getting a good idea about who they are, from a scheme standpoint, personnel standpoint. The quarterback's a really dynamic player, dual threat guy. Does a great job running that offense. I mean, he's had a ton of success. He's played for a while, experienced kid. Does a really good job. They do a great job on the offensive side of the ball. Defense side of the ball as well. And, they've had success. And like I said, they represented that conference as the conference champions.
How much can you take from the Southern game and kind of apply it to them, because they're the same level?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really looking at personnel. I mean, that's probably the thing that you just compare is just personnel, just being able to see, You know, those two games they played against each other a year ago, and as you go down their schedule from a year ago, again, just looking, you know, personnel in all three phases, and just again looking at scheme and making sure, you know, just what are the similarities between a year ago and now within the first two games.
The penalties, they decreased from the Southern game to the Alcorn State game, but still a lot of them had some offsides penalties that, you know, I know those have to be frustrating. What do you say to the team, or did you say anything different to the team this week compared to last week?
Yeah, just number one, that it's we identified it, and those guys know and understand that the ones that are controllable, especially when you get in those situations, you got an opportunity to get off the field that you know, we're disciplined in that moment, and those are things we got to continue to do. You know, and the thing about, especially on the defense side of the ball, I mean, we play to the whistle. We're physical. We're right on the edge. You know, so just there's a fine line right there about, you know, about exactly what's told to those guys.
You know, in defense of ours, I put some things down here that I wrote when I got back home, or I wrote when I was in the bus when Tom was sleeping, his mouth was open, so I had to wait to get home. And but I put at the top of the page, speed, talent, and size. And that is the most, I mean, that's the most telling of anything I think that happened. Speed, talent, and size. And 34 pounds difference in the offensive line. Did you need some?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
We're trying to move on. So
Yeah, there were 34 pounds in the two offensive lines difference. And the little nose guard was just killing us. The home crowd, the travel, and everything else. The recruiting, the high school transfers, everything that we had to undergo when he came on board. And I thought we played very hard. Wallace, the good receiver, he was unbelievable. But he was leaving some grass over there by where he was running his out routes, and then continuing on down the field. And all that, the recruiting, nationwide recruiting, the talent that he has that he competes with, but when he played us, they were nationwide players, and then they came down to scholarships with 63 and 85, and that's 25 more. That's two teams. Whereas somebody said that they were playing all their older players, but they couldn't do that when they got two teams left over. 85 to 63 scholarships, money gain, everything. Money gain, I love that. I mean, we love it because we're getting a lot of money out of it. I don't love it for any other reason. And I just think the money's well worth it. I thought our stadium is just as good as theirs. We just got more people that can go to it. And it's a beautiful stadium and everything. We can't get anything unless we go and play a money game. So that's a good thing. That's not a good thing.
No doubt. I mean,
as a coach, it's not a good thing.
It's understood, you know, what those opportunities are, and you know, it's a good football team. You know, that's the thing. You're not going to take it away from Oklahoma State and Coach Gunny and what they've done there, the success they've had. You know, and he's been there for 14 seasons, going on his 15th season. And the success they have, I mean, that's a quality program. That's a program that'll go battle and compete in the Big 12. You know, so you know,
what I'm trying to do is just tell everybody what I think, and not just keep going and just bring all of that.
Being able to play back, being back home.
It'll be great. You know, just like I started with, excited about it being a military appreciation game, and just being able to honor all those, like I said, that served us and before and currently are serving us. But you know, getting back home and you know, just excited for our guys. We know it's a big game. You know, playing those guys 2 years ago. You know, just it's a regional game. You know, so a lot of people familiar with each other as far as the two universities and the two schools. So just excited about being back home, and know our guys are coming back. You know, from the last home game. Just the obviously the amount of people that were here, the environment that our guys got to play in front of. You know, just excited and challenged about that again. You know, our alumni, you know, the community, local parishes, our students, you know, former players. You know, just encourage everyone to show back up this Saturday at 6 o'clock and you know, watch the McNeese Cowboys.
When you play a quarterback that has the dual threat like you're going to see this week, is it important for you not to let him beat you and take the ball out of his hands, make sure he makes the extra pitch, or try to get him kind of out of his rhythm?
Yeah, the thing with guys that are dual threat guys, they're dual threat for a reason. They can do both. They usually do both pretty well and well enough that they can take advantage of one or the other. So, just got to play with great tenacity on that side, be physical, be sound, make sure we get a line, and just play with the physicality that our guys have consistently played with, over the last 2 weeks.
The pass defense has given up a lot of long plays, either through long passes or screen passes that end up going for long gains. Is it a concern for you so far that just what's going on with the pass defense?
Yeah, I think just like anything, there's things that gotta continue to be corrected and fixed. Those things just happen to be more glaring to fans and things, just and just because they show up like that. And all it takes is that guy's on an island out there, and complete confidence in our guys, complete confidence as our guys going forward about what our scheme is, and particularly about our playing ability. And we're just going to continue to coach those guys up, continue to get better right there, and be sound in that area.
Is there a little extra emphasis to play well this week because you're leading into conference?
Yeah, we want to play well every week, and again, we're really focused on this week. With Alcorn and just what we need to do correction-wise, the things that we've identified, the things we need to go do well. That's really where the focus is, and we're 1 week at a time, one game at a time, and that's no different than how we sit here today.
One more. Speed, talent, and size is something you can't teach. In other words, it's got to be there.
Yeah,
that means that our conference, we're going to catch up with our conference.
Yeah, no doubt. You got to do a great job recruiting and going out and identifying those guys.
Bass? All right, Coach.
All right.
Appreciate it again.